Another remake being confirmed. This one I don't know how I feel about, guys. This one I'm kind of a little bit worried about, but when I found out who is directing this, when I found out the team that is bringing my beloved Snake Plissken back to the big screen, it fills me with a little bit of hope. It fills me with a little bit of love. But at the same time, you know, Carpenter backed David Gordon Green and Danny McBride and their reboot of the Halloween franchise. And while I enjoyed the metaphorical horror elements that popped up in those three films, I really enjoyed all three films. It absolutely ran afoul of a lot of people. And that is something that I think we're going to have to talk about, though. By the way, Jess, I see that super chat. Thank you. Again, I'll get to that when I'm done. What we find out now today is that Escape from New York, Radio Silence in early talks to potentially direct a new movie. Now, Radio Silence did Ready or Not from 2019, which if you have not seen Ready or Not, it is love that movie. It is such a good movie, so well made, so well done, and they did it for cheap. They also did Scream 5 that came out earlier this year. They are doing Scream 6, currently, I think, wrapped up production at the moment, but or they maybe are filming it right now. But that comes out next year, I believe. Obviously, they are these guys are busy at work, and I have faith. Let's find out more here. So according to Bloody Disgusting, we've been hearing about the potential return of a Snake Plissken for many years now. The character, of course, played by Kurt Russell and introduced in John Carpenter's Escape from New York back in 81. Weird to think that movie is now over 40 years old. And it's still in my mind. Still. Look, I know everyone says The Thing with Kurt Russell. The Thing is their top tier Kurt Russell, John Carpenter collaboration. But like Escape from New York and Big Trouble in Little China were also fantastic. And yes, I'm going to throw in Escape from LA as well, from being just campy and fun. But that original Escape from New York is still so goddamn fucking good. Anyway, this report is apparently coming in from Giant Freaking Robot. So, ugh. But other people have kind of confirmed that this report is at least accurate in regards to the directors from Radio Silence in potential talks to direct this new Escape from New York feature project. Bloody Disgusting sources have indicated that the filmmaking team is indeed working towards that goal, with nothing set in stone. Giant Freaking Robot also reports that Kurt Russell is set to star in the sequel, but at this time, we can let you know that Russell is not attached to the project. Now, listen, if you want to get the money to reboot Escape from New York, having Kurt Russell involved is definitely a good thing. Having him involved in any capacity is going to be a good thing. But I think to a lot of fans out there, especially following the Halloween trilogy, following all of that, if you know, they brought back Laurie Strode for a trilogy of movies, they gave her character a whole new arc, complete with a nice, solid finish for her. And if they do that for this movie, I think fans, myself included, again, I've been a fan ever since I was a kid and I first saw Escape from New York. I remember rushing out to go and see Escape from LA as soon as it hit home video because I wasn't old enough to watch it in theaters at the time. But still, it's like, well, a lot of us, have asked for Escape from Planet Earth, the final Snake Plissken chapter. But then again, it has been 25 years since Escape from New York or Escape from LA even came out. And that's a long time, and Kurt Russell, again, ain't getting any younger. So, give us something we can go off of here, or reboot it. And if they're going to reboot it and they're going to bring in another actor to play Plissken, man, I know we were talking about Bradley Cooper playing Bullet. But I think Bradley Cooper would be a really good Snake Plissken. Or, I know there was a talk about Gerard Butler playing Snake Plissken a while back. That was something that had popped up. And of course, there was like the commentary about how Snake Plissken is an American hero and needs to be played by an American. But obviously, this is something that's going to be going on over at 20th Century Studios. And if I had to guess, if I had to speculate, I would say that if we are going to get a remake of this movie, it might not be a remake. It might be something that's a reboot, or it might be something that is a continuation. And if it's over at 20th Century Studios, this largely tells me that this will be coming to Hulu, if anything, right? And we've seen that with 2022 giving us the absolutely amazing Prey from back in August, the really good, from what I'm told, Hellraiser that came out last month. Again, still need to watch it. They've been on a roll all year with these amazing 20th century studio movies released direct to streaming over on Hulu, really empowering how good Hulu is in regards to being a streaming service kind of running parallel to Disney Plus. It's like Disney Plus for adults. They have a lot of stuff over there. I mean, hell, they're even putting a couple episodes of Andor on Hulu in order to spark more interest in what is arguably the best live action Star Wars show for an older, more mature audience. It's great. It's magnificent. I love it. But I would say that Hulu would probably be where this would go. And I can only hope, because again, yesterday we found out that Fede Alvarez is directing a new Alien movie, and they cast the first actress in that, rumored to be playing Newt's character in something. On top of Hulu also doing an Alien show by Noah Hawley, who's treating it with its own thing. We're getting a lot of genre content out of the House of Mouse at this particular front, and so far it's been okay. So I can only hope that they do this well, and I can only hope that John Carpenter has some say in this, and that Kurt Russell is involved. But that's, of course, just me. Always, I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know.